I was like, I need to know who's the killer. Vicky Rai को किसने मारा?
First of all, I don't see competition between actors because we are individuals, different living beings. We are not biscuits or soaps which can be compared. Actually, इतना कुछ देखा नहीं है, but of lately, whatever Fahad Fasil has been doing, I would like to work in that zone.
Yeah.
He is one of the favorite actors that I have. I mean, I love whatever that he's done.
That's not my intent. क्या है ना, हम लोग बाहर से आए, हमारी भूख थोड़ी अलग लेवल की है, हमारी प्रेप हमारी
किताबों की अडेप्टेशन जब सीरीज में कन्वर्ट होती है तो अक्सर फैंस एंड ऑडियंस की एक्सपेक्टेशन एक नॉच हायर हो जाती है। लेकिन क्या हो अगर एक ऐसी सीरीज बने जिसमें दो ऐसे किरदार हो जिनके बारे में बुक में कुछ भी जिक्र ना किया गया हो, रादर ये सीरीज में ये किरदार एक बहुत ही न्यू एडिशन है। और मैं विशाखा पंडित आप लोगों के लिए ले आई हूँ आज का हमारा ये कैंडिड चैट इंटरव्यू, जहाँ पे रिचा चाडा एंड प्रतीक गांधी हमारे साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं, जो कि नजर आने वाले हैं बहुत जल्द द ग्रेट इंडियन मर्डर में। Well, the series is actually gonna leave you completely with a big question. किसने किया था ये खून? Well, आइए चलिए जानते हैं रिचा और प्रतीक से कि उनका एक्सपीरियंस विद द सीरीज कैसा था, what really went behind the making of the characters, saying yes to the series, and a lot more in depth. Also, you never know that you might have somebody popping in giving a surprise visit इस interview में, so stay tuned. Well, I would say that it's quite a pleasant surprise because बहुत टाइम से इंतजार हो रहा था, and now that finally that we're sitting here, I have a lot of inquisitive mind being. I have a bunch of questions. I hope that you guys will enjoy the interview as much as I will love talking to you people. So beginning up, I would just want to know one thing that हर किरदार के पीछे की कहानी होती है and there's a reason that why you say yes to it. So what is your stories of actually saying yes to the series for that matter?
I mean, the script, it was really like a page turner, and it makes itself for a really good cliffhanger at the end of each episode kind of writing. कास्ट बहुत अच्छी है, डायरेक्टर बहुत अच्छा है, और मेरा किरदार तो मुझे पसंद है ही, तो आई थिंक दीज आर द प्राइमरी रीजंस व्हाई आई सेड यस।
Well, the reasons are absolutely common. Absolutely common. The script itself, because it is based on one of the best sellers, Six Suspects, and Tigmanshu Dhulia, who's adapted it, so who's the writer and director of the show. And I have always been his fan. I've watched all his films, and I've always wanted to work with him. So it's just my second big project of mainstream, and that too, I get to work with Tigmanshu Dhulia immediately after having worked with Hansel Mehta. So I mean, what more can I ask for?
Like just because it's the adaptation of the book, obviously, even though your characters are like completely not there in the book, but still the fans will be hoping that okay, adaptation है, full adaptation है, changes है या क्या है. So what was your take? Because आपने दोनों sides पढ़ी हैं. I'm sure you guys have read the book also. So do you think it's like complete similar, or do you feel personally कि yours is better or the book is better? Which one would you choose?
हमारा जो किरदार है वो किताब में नहीं है, इसलिए I तो would prefer the show because selfishly I want to be a part of this story. तो क्योंकि हम किताब में है ही नहीं, उसके लिए मेरा कोई ओपिनियन नहीं है. किताब बहुत अच्छी है, बट आई प्रेफर द शो क्योंकि हमें इसमें काम करने का मौका मिला.
मैंने बुक पढ़ी नहीं थी और मैं दिग्वांशु सर से मिला, तब उन्होंने बोला कि अगर नहीं पढ़ी है तो पढ़ना भी मत, क्योंकि तुम्हारा कैरेक्टर उसमें है ही. अब तुम्हारा कैरेक्टर तो लिखा जा रहा है. So you and Richa will be a character which are not there in the book, but you are going to take the story forward, and you're going to be a central narrator, sort of a central narrator for the whole series. So I directly read the script.
And what was your take on the script? Like the first take when you read the entire story that you were kept सामने, आपका क्या point of view था उसको लेकर?
I found it very, very intriguing and very, very captivating. Because when I started reading it, like Richa read the whole script in one go.
Oh.
And reading the whole script of a web series in one go is quite something, because it needs lots of patience.
Yeah. No, patience is ज़्यादा, but I didn't want to read it in one sitting, but once I started, I couldn't stop. I didn't want to read it in one sitting. I wanted to take my time with it. But जब एक बार शुरू हुई, I couldn't stop. I mean, I thought it was so brilliant. I wanted to find out. And the thing is, थोड़ा सा book से फर्क है, because our characters aren't there. So even though I read the book, I was like, I need to know who's the killer. Vicky Rai को किसने मारा?
You guys always try for the fact कि जो last take किया है उससे better next में performance दे, और better किरदार ऐसा choose करें जो शायद पिछले से मेल ना खाए. Do you consider yourself to be like a big critic of your own work, or do you guys not criticize your work? What is it like?
Oh, I do that a lot. I constantly, because I always find a scope for improvement कि हाँ और थोड़ा कुछ ये भी हो सकता था, ये भी हो सकता, and in each and every scene, in each and every line, for the to approach each and every character also there are multiple approaches. You
Yeah.
can approach a character from multiple directions. Once we have shot this, when you're watching the final version of any project, you feel कि अरे इसमें ये और शायद so with that, I mean, I guess actor's mind would constantly work like that.
I'm usually quite. 1 second. Ali, you're leaving? Bye. I'm in the middle of an interview. Okay, see you.
Bye,
This
Ali.
is bye, Ali. Pratik is also saying bye. You can pop in actually. Ali is
Sure.
leaving town for some time.
Bye and bye. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Take care. Please, huh? Let me focus on my work. Uh,
Go ahead.
just troubling him. He's leaving town for a few days.
No worries.
I'm usually quite critical of my work. I don't like to watch myself too much after I've done it. But because Pratik and I have shot in pockets और सब किरदारों के साथ नहीं किया है, in this particular show I'm very curious to see किसने क्या किया है,
हाँ,
how it is unfolded. I'm excited also as an audience member for this. So honestly, I can't wait to watch it. No matter what happens, I have to watch it. I'll probably watch it on the first night.
जैसे प्रतीक ने कहा वो अपने आप को criticize करते हैं, and you said that you can't see yourself. Apart from you, who is that one person who's very critical of your work and who just gives you the honest feedback? Like उनकी तरफ से जो feedback आया वो हमेशा correct ही होगा. वो ऐसा कौन है?
so I have my
I
family,
guess.
my brother, my wife. Like my wife is an actor herself, and we have been doing theater together since a long time. So we constantly tell each other कि ये ऐसा ये वैसा. So that's an actor's perspective. Apart from that, my brother, my mother is absolutely on the face कि अरे ये ऐसा क्यों. So I mean, I have real audience, actual audience जो theater में जाके भी देखने वाली audience होती है ना वैसे. And then there are few close friends. Some are from theater fraternity, and some are not from theater, who have nothing to do with this. I have a school friend back in Surat, my hometown. He doesn't watch many stuff, but he's watched all my plays right from my school days.
Wow. Okay.
His name is Tarak, and he is very critical. So I mean, I have to check if he liked it, then there has to be something good.
क्या
that I
तारक
have
का
done.
last name मेहता है?
नहीं, तारक मार्फतिया है.
Mostly Ali, because he's an actor. We also actually first met during a theater rehearsal and common theater circle. फिर हमने फुकरे वगैरह की. But at least we can be honest with each other about our. मतलब हम लोगों को घर पे mutual admiration society बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. He gives me great feedback. Like there was a film for which मेरी काफी तारीफ हुई, but he told me that your acting was self-conscious in these places. So अगर अच्छा feedback मिलता है, good criticism only helps. Like I look forward. Nowadays people don't write reviews; they will write a comedy roast special. They want to highlight their writing skill much more than they to critique actors. But honestly speaking, अगर अच्छा criticism मिलता है, like I'm dying to read a review which says Richa Chadha needs to work more on her body language or needs to work more on her voice. She needs to work on her diction. I would really appreciate that because we will grow from that. पर अक्सर ऐसा होता नहीं है. वो मतलब सैटायर, सरकाज़म, रोस्ट वाले जोन में जाता है. उससे किसी का कोई फायदा नहीं है. ट्विटर पे आपको 4 लाइक्स मिल जाएंगे, बट लाइक नो वन इवन अंडरस्टैंड्स के शो में हो क्या रहा है.
In that case, I would love to know कि आपको अली ने क्या feedback दिया for when the trailer came out, and your wife, what was her feedback when the trailer came out, because they are pretty much like the biggest critics that you guys have had.
Well, when Ali saw the trailer when he was still in Saudi, shoot कर रहे थे वहाँ पे, and he saw it on his own. He loved it. He was like, oh, why didn't you tell me this is looking so good? तो उनको भी बहुत अच्छा लगा. प्लस वो दिग्मांशु धूलिया से उनको अलग किस्म की मोहब्बत है. So he more than me wants to see what uh, Tishu Bhai has created.
Okay, what about you, Pratik? What was the feedback from your wife?
She loved it. She said this is absolutely different than whatever that you've done till now. So it's going to be fun.
Okay, one thing that the audience will instantly love about your characters. What would that be?
I guess my character, he's witty and sarcastic also at times, and I guess that is an interesting characteristic to look forward to.
I love that she's मतलब she at least वो कोशिश करती है to do the right thing. I mean, her ability to find humor in very dark situations is something I really like.
Seeing how actors are actually coming on the OTT front, like a lot of actors are working on the OTT front, does it become challenging to actually get a kind of role that you really want to play and, yet not repeat what you have done in the past? Or what is it like for you people?
I mean, first of all, competition is like a self-inflicted torture because there is really no competition. I can't do what Pratik does. Pratik can't do what I do. I can't do what Pauli Dam does. She's not doing what I'm doing. So, or in a sense, then everybody can do everything. मतलब हर लोग हर कुछ कर सकते हैं. पर कंपटीशन की वजह से तो नहीं पर मतलब अपने खुद की सेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए रोल्स चूज करते रहना इज नाइस.
So I think, see, first of all, I don't see competition between actors because we are individuals, different living beings. We are not biscuits or soaps which can be compared.
Okay.
You can't compare two actors, unless we do the same role. I mean, in fact, two actors are doing the same role, then it can still be compared. Having said that, the kind of work which is happening these days, the kind of content that we are seeing, and the kind of performances that we are seeing all across the globe. So it is very inspiring. And somewhere where you start feeling that, okay, I also want to do something like this, then you have to, amp up your game. You have to work on your craft. You actually want to add more reasons for you to be casted for something really good.
In that case, I would love to know कि ऐसा कोई है कलाकार recently जिसका काम आपको बहुत अच्छा लगा and a role that you wished you were a part of but then unfortunately you weren't. ऐसा कोई है?
Actually, इतना कुछ देखा नहीं है, but of lately, whatever Fahad Fasil has been doing, I would like to work in that zone.
Yeah.
He is one of the favorite actors that I have. I mean, I love whatever that he's done. All his films.
And a kirdar that you wish that you were a part of that has already been done, but then you wish that you had played that one.
ऐसे तो बहुत सारे होते हैं और ऐसे बिना एरोगेंस के बोलें कि यार ये तो मैं बहुत अच्छा कर सकती थी, तो ऐसा भी होता है, बट नाम नहीं लूंगी, इट बिकम्स इंसल्टिंग, बट दैट्स नॉट माय इंटेंट. That's not my intent. क्या है ना, हम लोग बाहर से आए, हमारी भूख थोड़ी अलग लेवल की है, हमारी प्रेप हमारी मकसद अलग है, हमें प्रोसेस एंजॉय करना है, तो ऐसे तो बहुत सारे किरदार होते हैं, बट या आई मीन आई एम आल्सो फॉन्ड ऑफ सम एक्टर्स. आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू सीइंग व्हाट दे डू. मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि शाहाना गोस्वामी वापस आ गई है इंडिया और अब फिर से काम कर रही हैं. शी इज अ रियली टेरिफिक एक्ट्रेस एंड प्रतीक इज देयर. धीरे धीरे बहुत सारे लोगों को जो स्पेस शायद सिनेमा वालों की वजह से, वहां द गेट कीपर्स की वजह से जहां नहीं मिला, slowly because of the platforms this is happening, so that is a good thing.
Will it be wrong to say कि बहुत जल्द हमें आप कुछ अपना point of view लिखते हुए यानी कि एक स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हुए कुछ नजर आएंगी, like can we hope that thing like pretty soon from you or what?
Yeah,
how do you know that she's writing the one?
I've written one draft. Yeah, मैंने लिखा एक बहुत cool थोड़ी गर्ल्स के लिए, like for women, the kind of pressures that there are on us, कभी शादी के लिए, कभी काम के लिए. So I've written something along those lines. Hopefully someone will like it and I'll get to make it. तो मैंने सोचा यार मैं कोशिश क्यों नहीं करती. And I found somebody who could mentor me, my friend Amitosh Nagpal, a very successful writer and actor. उसने बोला तू लिख, मैं तेरे को रोज एक्सरसाइज दूंगा, तू स्क्रीन प्ले राइटिंग की किताबें वगैरह मत पढ़, अभी तेरे जो दिल में आता है वो लिख. So I've written one screenplay. Let's see.
Lastly, I would love to know here that guys, as the expectation काफी high है ना, obviously like actors, आपकी expectation खुद से काफी high होती है, but then on the set itself, how was the mahol? How was it bonding with obviously Tigmanshu sir, because the work is going to be quite a commendable one. You guys were happy or excited working with him, but bonding कैसा था? Like, did you get to learn something once again from him? Did he give you any feedback?
A lot. lot of feedbacks, lot of things, and it continuous learning process था उनके साथ. एक तो the way he thinks, a lot of angles that he actually thinks a character from multiple angles, and because he's the writer and the director of the series, and he's an actor himself, so we get actually 365 degrees, perspective when you actually have an actor, writer, director in front of you. So he understands the actor's brain, the way we think, the way we want to approach. So he would add to it. So that way, it's like it's a wholesome experience that an actor can get.
What about you, Richa? How was your experience? Plus, and did he give you any feedback about your character or something?
No, not feedback. तो I don't know. Feedback तो हमें मिलेगा क्यों प्रतीक
अभी मिलेगा आपसे मिलेगा आपने अगर
आपसे भी मिलेगा विशाखा और सर से भी मिलेगा because he's actually very sharp, he's a person. जैसे कुछ लोग होते हैं ना, like Kishore Kumar didn't know he never learned singing formally, but he knew everything. Like that, Tigmanshu Dhulia is a cinema man. He knows writing, he knows acting, he knows performance. He's a cinema man. एक false note लगता ही वो कट करा देते हैं कि नहीं आवाज ऊपर क्यों गई, नीचे.
I just want to know that apart from what you guys are like obviously coming up right now with, what can the fans expect out of 2022? Because I think things are getting better and we're expecting a lot of work out of the two of you. What next for the two of you?
Pratik doesn't have dates till 2026. Okay.
So I've done a couple of films which will be announced soon for the release. One of them is Ded Vigha Zameen. The other one is Wo Ladki Hai Kahan, which I'm shooting the last schedule right now. And the second season of The Great Indian Murder will also be shot in 2022.
I'm shooting next month for Fukre. Then we will wrap that. Then I'm doing a film on mental health in October with a regional director, जिसको regional बोलते हैं ना हम लोग. But then the film we are producing is going on floors in September. बीच में trying to घुसा हुआ play also. टाइम मिलेगा तो शादी भी कर लेंगे. और सच में यार अब तो डेट प्रॉब्लम हो गई है. अब तो मैनेजर से पूछना पड़ा, अरे अली की एक हफ्ते की सॉलिड एक साथ डेट्स है. तो मैनेजर लाइक नहीं है, मई में है पर मई में बरसात होगी. इट्स लाइक बिकम अ लाइन प्रोडक्शन इशू नाउ. 2 actors मैचिंग देयर डेट्स. तो ये प्लान है. अब पूरी अच्छी नीयत से इसकी तरफ हम कार्यरत रहेंगे, पर देखते हैं क्या होता है आगे. आई थिंक प्रतीक आपको याद है कि अगले ट्यूसडे आप कहाँ होंगे? आपको नहीं पता होगा.
नहीं, मुझे ट्यूसडे से नहीं पता चलता, मुझे तारीख पूछनी पड़ती है कि डेट बताओ.
एग्जैक्टली हमें डेज याद ही नहीं रहते.
डेज का तो मतलब वो तो माहौल ही चला गया ना. हाँ.
I can agree to that one, but guys, it was a pleasure having you. I really hope कि बहुत जल्द आपके ये सारे प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में जानकारियां बाहर आए. प्लस फाइनली रिचा अली आपकी शादी के बारे में भी चर्चा आ जाए गलती से अगर डेट मैच कर जाए. बट एनी पार्टिंग वर्ड्स फॉर द फैंस who are gonna love the series, who are gonna love your characters, anything you want to tell them in the end?
Just I guess we are hoping for a lot of love from the audience, so give it a try. अपना वो पॉपकॉर्न का टब वब सब लेके बैठना, बिकॉज एक बार चालू करोगे तो उठना मुश्किल होगा. ऐसा हमें बहुत इंट्यूशन हो रहा है. सो पानी का बॉटल, पॉपकॉर्न सब लेके बैठना, क्योंकि ये लंबा चलेगा.
आई थिंक पीपल विल बी एंटरटेन्ड फुली. मतलब at the end of the day हम कोई सर्जन्स तो है नहीं. we can't take ourselves too seriously कि इसमें मैसेज है, समाज बदल जाएगा वगैरह. बट एंटरटेनमेंट की गारंटी तो हम दे सकते हैं. बहुत एंटरटेनिंग शो है.
Well, I wish the two of you all luck, and I hope कि इसके बाद दोबारा हमारी बातचीत हो किसी नए प्रोजेक्ट, किसी नए किरदार के लिए. बट अभी के लिए इसके लिए good luck from me and Telechakkar side, I would say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Well, that was Richa Chadha and Pratik Gandhi आप लोगों के लिए, who are super excited for their characters to actually come out and open. Also super excited for the series to go on floors. Well, until then, this is me, Vishakha Pandit, signing off for now. You do stay tuned to Telechakkar for all the more updates about the Tele world.
Know all about the Tele world by subscribing to Telechakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.